Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick-a-card reading, we're going to be figuring out what you need to know right now. And this could just be a message from your higher self, from the universe, from a crossed over loved one, whoever you're wanting this message to be from, that can be who it's from. And we have 4 piles to choose from today. We have a feather, a camera, a butterfly, and a malachite. If you're new to pick-a-card readings, it may be helpful for you to close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, and try to focus your energy to choose between the piles. And when you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the timestamp below to go directly to your reading. So without delaying this any further, let's go ahead and give you guys a moment to decide. Okay, for those of you who chose the feather pile, let's figure out what you need to know right now. Okay, so the first thing that is really standing out to me is there may be some stuff from your past coming up to be released or healed or dealt with in some way. And you do have the parenting and children card, and then you have the childhood innocence card. To me, this is saying there is something or some element of your past, even maybe as far back as a past life, that is affecting you right now. And I feel like you guys almost feel a little bit lost, or just in some way like you have to go it alone. And I'm not getting that from any specific card, but the cards as a whole are kind of telling me this story where all these cards, there's only one person in the card and everybody looks alone. But then you have the meditation card here where there's this higher self or this angel above her. And then in the childhood card here, there's a little boy and a little girl. So you guys may be feeling alone, but this is just reminding you that you are not alone. You have guidance from the other side. You have friends and loved ones that care about you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going through this time. Even if you're not sure what's going on, you're just kind of feeling a little forlorn or melancholy or just kind of blah about things. And this will help you kind of figure out how to get out of that energy. And if that doesn't resonate, again, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. But if that doesn't resonate, just hold on, because I do have a lot of stuff to talk about for everybody. So first card here, we have eat healthful foods. So if you have, I see someone who has started a New Year's resolution to eat better and do all these things, and you started out doing really well, and then you kind of already started to fall off your resolution. And this is just reminding you, even if you took a few weeks off or you fell off the wagon here or there, that doesn't mean you have to give up completely. You can always just take the now moment right now to jump right back in and get back on that wagon. But this is just calling everybody out. Everybody, even if we're really mindful of trying to eat the best we can, we all make mistakes, or we all slip up, or we all just have those comfort foods that we go to. Or even if we are eating healthy, sometimes a lot of the pesticides that are put on the fruits and vegetables are present, or the food is highly processed and we're just not getting the nutrients we need. But this is just reminding you to try your hardest to find those foods that are going to nourish your body at this time. And then here we have be honest with yourself. And I think a lot of you guys are with this kind of almost depression or just kind of sad feeling or sad vibe I'm getting from you guys. This is just reminding you to be honest with yourself, because a lot of times we can take it two ways, or to two extremes. We can be really like, oh no, there's not a problem here, sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug. Or the other end of the extreme would be where we think, we're the problem, and we beat ourselves up and we just blow everything way out of proportion. So wherever it is you're falling on that spectrum, this is just calling you to be honest with yourself. Is this situation you're worrying about really as bad as you're making it? Or maybe you're not making it as big a deal as you should, and you need to put more time and effort into a relationship or a situation of some sort. And this is just reminding you to be very honest with yourself and try not to let your head get involved. especially with this meditation card, this is just really calling you to seek that higher version of yourself, or that inner guidance that you will find when you do meditation. And this doesn't have to look like you actually sitting down like she is here and meditating. This can be you walking in nature to clear your head, or doing some sort of arts and crafts type of project, or something you really enjoy that you can kind of get lost in and really get in that flow state to connect to this inner self. And then here we have, again, what we were saying with this parenting and children card. So you may have some issues coming up with your parents or your children, or if that doesn't resonate, you are just kind of being called at this time to parent that inner child within yourself. And again, going back to meditation and childhood and innocence, this is just wanting you to get in touch with that aspect of yourself to heal any wounds. And if there's not really anything off in your life, or you feel like things are going really good, this just could be calling you back to your childhood to maybe pick up a hobby that you did as a child. Maybe you've been thinking about riding your bike, or I know it is winter here in the western part of the world, but maybe you just feel called to get outside more like you did as a child, or paint again. Like you think, maybe I painted so much as a child and I just haven't painted in years and it sounds like so much fun. This is just kind of calling your attention to do something in that area, or nourish that inner child in some way, because even though we all grow up, every age we've been, or every aspect of ourself that's ever existed still exists somewhere in time, because time isn't linear the way we've been taught. Time, really, a lot of times people say time is an illusion, but it is and it isn't, because we are here on this physical earth plane, so we are very in this wheel of time. It rules us. I mean, whether we want it to or not, we have to participate in this wheel of time, because we have to meet people for appointments, we have to go to work, we have to, have all these things where we schedule, and we kind of have to participate in time. But this is just saying, because this piece of you, this inner child existed, it still exists somewhere in the span of time, and it's just calling you to bring on some more of that childlike wonder or innocence back into your life. And then here, I feel like these two cards go very well together. And this here's the career transition card, and it says, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So whether you've already made this career change, you've been thinking about it, or it's not even on your radar at all, this is just calling your attention to maybe there's something better for you. Sorry, my dog is sniffing under the door here like he wants to come in and hang out, but he's gonna have to wait a minute. But anyway, this is just calling your attention toward something in your career. And if you're not looking to switch careers or change jobs at all, this just may be the way you operate within your job on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you're just being called to bring more love or more focus into your job. But this is just triggering, whatever you're going through right now is triggering changes in your life. And I don't think it's just personal, and I don't think it's just career. I think it's just this big ball of transition in your life in general. And if you're feeling like you've been through the ringer, this is just saying, have a little patience. Now is the time to learn and study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So this is especially important if you feel like your life has been stagnant or stuck, or you've been at a standstill with things. This is just letting you know that, hey, you got this. Just keep putting in the effort, because you're gonna get where you want to be. And then I think it's great to end this pile here with the comfort card. It says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So yeah, I do think a lot of you guys have been having kind of sad feelings or sad thoughts or sad things that have been going on in your life. I just saw someone who either their grandparent recently passed away, or there was some sort of health scare with a parent or grandparent, and you feel so sad and heavy where that's concerned. Whether this person passed away or not, those feelings are still very real when we are kind of in that limbo of feeling like, is this person gonna be okay? And again, for someone else, that may be a pet that they're worried about or that has recently crossed over. I don't feel like this is saying anything like that's about to happen by any means, but if it's happened in the past, whether it was far back or in the recent past. This is just letting you know that everything's going to be okay, and you are in this state of healing right now. And just be gentle with yourself, be honest with yourself, get in touch with those aspects of yourself that maybe you've buried or just haven't paid as much attention to as you've been now called to pay attention to. Eat those healthy foods to really nourish your body, and do some meditation, get out in nature, and yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below if this resonated and what you've been going through if you want to share that. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or the camera group, let's go ahead and figure out what you can expect coming up and what you need to know right now. As per your guides or your angels or a crossover loved one, whoever it is you wanted to get this message from, this is what you need to know right now. Okay. I always spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to make these look good, and they never do, but that's all right. The first thing is really standing out to me is, much like group number 1, you guys have been going through a lot of changes, and I think a lot of this has to do with, again, like group number 1, there's this sense of this inner child or your childhood that's coming back up in a loop for you. There's some information here that you need to know about who you are. Maybe there's some traumas from your childhood that you need to heal, or past resentments with parents or something like that that you have coming up right now. And then for others of you, I think that with this happy family card, I call this the happy family card, Seraphina, it says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So whether you are wanting to add to your family with a pet or a new child, or maybe you're hearing that a brother or a sister is having a child, something like that, there's a new energy coming in. And if that doesn't resonate, this just could be a new project or something that you are really giving birth to. You're nurturing it, you're feeding it your love and your energy, and you're giving birth to it, and you're almost being like this project's mother or parent. Here we have surrender to the divine. And then we also have acceptance, and surrender and acceptance really do go hand in hand. And for me, this just feels like there's been this loop playing on repeat in your life, whether it's in a relationship with a significant other or a parent or a brother or a sister or a family member or a friend. There's been this kind of loop in a relationship in your life that has just been really difficult for you. And I think a lot of you guys have been kind of back and forth. Should I walk away? Should I not talk to this person? What should I do? And this here is just saying, accept what is. So accept that the things that are going on in this relationship are going on for a reason. It is pointing something out to you that you need to learn, a lesson you need to learn, or something that your soul wants you to know. And just know that once you accept things, that's when you stop resisting them and things get better. It's almost like the second you finally accept, okay, this is my situation, and if this goes on forever, I guess I'm okay with that. It almost seems like the second you accept what is, that's when, that stagnant pool of water you've been churning in decides to flow forward, and you kind of start moving along. And surrender to the divine, this to me is kind of almost like a prayer card or a meditation card where you're asking your guides or your angels for help with this situation. And that's always something that you can absolutely do, is ask for help. But a lot of times when we do ask for help, we keep putting out this signal, something's wrong, I need help, I need help, I need help. But if we picture ourselves, we accept what is, and then we picture ourselves in this scenario that we want, kind of like a visualization kind of thing. You picture the life that you want to be living in, or the scenario you want to be playing out in this relationship. It's like you're putting that signal out that, okay, this is already healed, this problem has already been resolved, and I'm moving forward. But whatever the case may be for you, there is a rainbow here on this card. I don't know if you can see it because of my owl here blocking it, but there is a rainbow. So that's just telling me that whatever's going on, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. And then right under it, you have the victory card. So whatever this problem or this resistance that's going on in your life, whether it's in a relationship or it's at your job or it's just in yourself, I do see someone who's just really been struggling with their self and maybe traumas that have come up from their past. Whether you're struggling within yourself, your job, your family, your whatever, there is victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So that goes really beautifully with the surrender to the divine card. And then here we have new location. So this is telling me that if you're not looking to move a job or a residence, this is just calling your attention to put yourself in a new location. Go eat at a restaurant you've never been to, walk a nature trail you've never been to. Just put yourself out somehow in a new location. And then for some of you though, that does look like you deciding, I think it's time for us to move. The energy where we're at just isn't feeling good anymore, and I want something new. And you are supported in these big changes that you want to make in your life with this victory card. Whether you're wanting to have children, you already have children, you're trying to nurture your inner child, whatever the case may be for you, there is a happy outcome where that is concerned with this Seraphina card here. And then here we have the passion card. It says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So coming up, if it hasn't happened already, you're gonna have this spark reignite in a relationship or in a project or in a job, in something that's really near and dear to your heart, something you're really passionate about. You're gonna have that fuel to carry you through. So maybe there has been this project you've been working on for a while and maybe you stepped away from it for a while, but now you're thinking of coming back into it. You're starting to gain that ambition towards it, that motivation, that passion, that drive, and it's really gonna help you where this thing is concerned. So if you have this project or relationship or whatever, fill in the blank here, whatever this is for you that you've been struggling with, just know you will have this renewed sense of passion to make the changes you need to make, to create this thing from scratch. If it's something you've been dreaming about doing for years and haven't done it yet at all, this is just giving you the green light to start that thing. Or if it's something you've really been struggling with for a long time, you're gonna have this renewed sense of purpose where this thing is concerned, and it's gonna help carry you through to make any changes you need to. And then here with the lightning card, we have power. And when lightning hits water, it electrifies the whole body of water. So this is just calling out that you guys have a lot more power than you realize, especially where any kind of things that are going wrong in your life are concerned. You have more power to make the changes you need than you realize. And if this is in a relationship especially, just know you have the power to reflect the type of relationship you want, because all of our relationships are a mirror of our inner self and how we're feeling on the internal. So just know, even if it's somebody else and their behavior, you can't change other people, but you can accept and realize that this person is acting this way for a reason to help you learn things about yourself, and you do have the power to overcome how you are attaching to this person or this energy or this situation, and you will come out on top because you have the victory card. And it doesn't just say victory, it says victory with an exclamation point. So whatever's going on, you guys got this. You're going to be all right. You're going to have that renewed sense of passion. You're going to be doing some healing with your inner child. Maybe some of you are welcoming or learning you're going to be welcoming new family members into your family. Just surrender to the divine, accept what is, and you're going to be all right. So yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. You'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated, and if you want to share a little bit about what you've been going through, feel free. That would be really awesome. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, or the butterfly group. Let's go ahead and move that. Let's go ahead and figure out what you need to know right now as per your guides or your angels or a crossed over loved one, whoever it is you want to get this message from. Here it is. Okay, I think that looks all right. So the first thing that's really standing out to me is there's a lot of upper chakra colors going on. You guys have that lighter blue of the throat chakra, and then you have the darker blue of the third eye, and even into the purples with some of that crown, and even going down to some of this green with the heart chakra. So you guys have a lot going on up in your heads and in your connection to the other side, and even with your heart. But the main message I'm really getting from this, it's mostly throat chakra stuff. So communication is kind of the theme of this for me, for you guys. And we'll get into this. So let's just go ahead and start up here with the pay attention to your body card. So I feel like some of you guys have been having these weird little, and I see a lot of times with people's neck and back, these weird little tingles or twinges, like your back's hurting or your neck's hurting. And it can be as simple as, oh, my back hurts or my neck hurts, or you're like debilitated, like doubled over in pain. And if that doesn't resonate, don't worry. I think that's just for a specific couple of you, but as far as the back pain goes. But whatever is going on with you guys, just pay attention to your body, because our bodies have these self-preservation mechanisms in place. So no matter what's going on in your life with sicknesses or just how you feel about a person, just listen to your body, because your body is going to tell you everything you need to know. So the more in tune you can get with your body through meditation or just self-care, the better. And just really, I think this is also kind of calling out a couple of you to not work so hard, and just to make sure you're doing that self-care. Even if you feel like, oh, washing my hair today is a waste of time, or putting on makeup is a waste of time, it's not a waste of time if it makes you feel better about yourself. So I think that little bit of that end message there was just for one specific person that's just kind of like, why bother putting on this or doing that? I would say go ahead and put the time in, because it will make you feel a little better about yourself. And I think this specific person's just been going through some depression or just feeling really low about themselves. And instead of using your body as something that you are ashamed of or disgusted about, be very grateful that you have a physical vehicle to carry your soul in this incarnation. And when we can really start looking at our bodies as these living, walking, talking miracles, instead of, oh, you could be thinner, you could be less marked up, with acne or whatever. If we start looking at our bodies as these absolute miracles that they are, we would get reflected back in the mirror the way we feel on the inside about ourselves. So I think I think most of you guys have a pretty good handle on that, but I think that message is just for a very select few of you. But then here we have the Stand Your Ground card, and this really calls out with that throat chakra stuff that's going on with you guys. I think you guys are finally coming to this place where you either want to or have to finally stand your ground or speak your truth. Maybe you've been hiding your feelings, or just kind of not really accepting your feelings or acknowledging those feelings you have for a person, for a situation, whatever the case may be for you. Because this is a general reading, I'm getting a lot of different messages coming up. So whatever it is that's in your head as you're thinking about this, that you need to speak out about or let someone know about. And I think this could be as simple for one person that's watching this as letting the person you have a crush on know that you have a crush on them, because they like you too. And they're like, does this person like me? I don't know. But if you tell this person, hey, I like you, that will give them this big sigh of relief. Like, oh, really? Oh, that's so good, because I like you too. It could be as simple as that. Or it can be, I see someone going through like a custody battle, whether you went through a custody battle where you were the child and your parents were fighting over you, or you are the parent and you're fighting over your children. Whatever the case may be, you need to speak your truth in this scenario. And then I think another thing that I'm just getting bombarded with all these different scenarios. And then another person is at work and they don't feel like they're being acknowledged for their worth, and you don't feel like you're being paid enough, and all that, all the stuff that goes along with having a job. This is just asking you to lovingly speak out, speak your truth, and let your employer or your manager know how you're feeling and that you feel like you're worth more than they are paying you. So whatever the case may be, just make sure you're speaking your truth coming up. This is just really calling you to finally clear that throat chakra. And then because you do have the chakra clearing card, this is just asking you, maybe you have what you consider a blocked throat chakra. So you can do some throat chakra clearing meditations here on YouTube, or Google how to clear your throat chakra, how to speak your truth, all that good stuff, because that would really benefit you guys right now. And then here we have the higher consciousness card. This pairs well, I think, for me with this Fiona card. It says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So this is just calling you, if you are not on a spiritual journey, or you don't do regular meditation, or kind of checking in with your higher self or your spirit guides or whatever, this is just asking you to maybe try to do that. And if you're already doing that, this is just saying, good job, keep it going, because you are getting divine guidance from your connection with the other side and your higher consciousness. And then here we have the focus card, the crystals card. And this is just helping you. I think a lot of you guys have had this kind of muddy feeling where your thinking is concerned. And I see someone like, it's like 7 o'clock at night and you're just ready to completely turn off your brain and just completely check out, and you're just like, I'm done. It feels to me like that kind of fogginess is going to start clearing out, and you're going to start getting that mental clarity that you've been really wanting over the last month or so. You just have felt so, and I think for some of you it's been even longer, you just felt like you're like almost underwater, just going through the motions, and almost, I won't say zombie-like, but you just almost feel this sense of just kind of you know, where your life is concerned or where your work is concerned. You just don't really feel very fulfilled or whatever in a relationship or in a job. But this is just letting you know that your focus and all that is coming back to you. So if you've felt kind of foggy or just like things haven't really been exciting, this is just letting you know that that's about to change and your focus will be on point coming up. And then here we have Give Us Your Cares, and this also pairs really well with this Fiona card, and we have this little old couple walking together hand in hand, and then there's this guardian angel walking with them. So if there's anything that's been on your mind, on your heart, and you are speaking your truth, make sure you're also asking your angels or your guides to kind of lighten the load for you and help carry some of this burden, because you don't have to do it alone. And that also goes for other people in your life, whether that's your significant other or a family member or someone at work. You don't have to be everything for everyone. You can take some time off. You can lighten your load. You can ask other people for help. And I think you guys in particular have a really hard time asking other people for help, but this is just saying, don't be afraid to ask for help when you know you need it. And then last but not least, here we have the You Know What to Do card. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. I think you guys have known, and this is something I feel like has been built up for a while. So whether it's a relationship or a job or just some way you've been feeling about a specific situation, you've known all along what to do. Your gut instinct is correct and you know what to do. So this is just calling you out, like saying, hey, you know what to do, so go ahead and do it. Stand your ground. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. And a lot of times those signs, manifest in our physical body. But because so many of us are so in our heads all the time, and you guys may even be air signs, so that would even go double for you guys, where you're so in your head all the time that a lot of times you don't even realize, like, hey, my feet are cold. My feet are really cold. I didn't even realize until just now. Or something like that. Something along those lines where you're so in your head you don't realize what's going on around you at times. But this is just letting you know you're going to be okay. Just clear your energy, pay attention to any signs. And going back to signs and synchronicities, I do see like a lot of you seeing 444 or like 144, but you may just be seeing repetitive numbers all the time, 1111. I just saw someone with the number 12. Yeah, you guys just be paying attention to your body and what's going on around you. Make sure you're communicating what you want, what you need. Have other people lighten the load, even if it's just your spirit team and you're talking to them like, hey, I'd love some help right now. But whatever's going on, deep down, you guys already know what to do. You're taken care of. You're going to be all right. Yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below if this resonated and what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, for those of you who chose the Malachite, this is what you need to know right now. And this could be a message from your guides, your angels, a crossed over loved one, the universe in general, whoever it is you're wanting to receive this message from, here it is. All right, so for you guys, it feels like there's a lot going on in your personal lives, in your work lives, with your relationships, just all the things. It just feels like you guys, like I'm feeling your energy, and it's just very chaotic and just very, I won't say panicky, but for some of you, I think you have been dealing with a lot of depression or anxiety lately, and it's really been weighing on you. I think for some of you, that is like physical illness or an ailment where you just feel like you've been sick for such a long time and you're just so over it. You're just ready to throw in the towel and you're just like, I'm done with this. Like, I can't live like this anymore. And that may be like your physical sickness or like a way that someone's treating you. Whatever it is that's the case may be for you, whatever resonates, that is the message that's coming through for you. So whether that's your health or a relationship or a job, whatever's coming up, just know that's what this is referring to. And whatever it is that I say, kind of take it in that context, because this is a general reading, so I just kind of try to cover a wide spectrum of bases, and hopefully there's a message in it for you. But I just feel like you guys, like the general energy of this is whatever this thing is, it's been going on for such a long time and you're just over it. And even if it hasn't been a long time, like as far as days on a calendar go, it just feels like it's such heavy stuff that you're just like, oh, feels like it's been going on forever and I'm just over it and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Yeah, we'll just go ahead, we'll get into this. Starting up here, we have the Forgive Yourself card. So for some of you, this may be past things that you've done or ways that you were in a relationship. I just see someone who, you guys, okay, if you don't know this already, you guys are empaths. But you guys were, I see for a specific small amount of you, or maybe even just one person, you were the empath in a narcissistic relationship where you felt like no matter what you did, you'd made the wrong move, you were the wrong person, you tried to change for somebody else. And maybe that, even if that relationship was 20 years ago, you maybe still, even on a subconscious level, haven't forgiven yourself for your role in that, or for allowing yourself, I hear, why was I so stupid? But don't beat yourself up. You weren't stupid. And this could even be, if that doesn't resonate, it could have been in a job or with a parent, whatever it is that resonates for you. Don't beat yourself up and hold yourself hostage with past choices or things you did or did not do. You can't keep carrying that. You need to forgive yourself, because you are a different person than you were back in the day whenever X, Y, or Z happened to you. And this is just calling you forward to forgive yourself for whatever transgressions you feel you have done or other people feel you have done. Be loving and forgiving of yourself. And this could also branch out to other people in your life, because people are a reflection of us anyway. We are all one, we are all connected. So if there's someone in your life that you've really been putting a lot of negative energy towards, make sure you're forgiving yourself for the roles you've played, and even forgiving them for the roles they've played, if that's feasible for you at this time. So then we have detoxification. So I think for those of you who I'm picking up with this illness energy, maybe it's something just like a cold that became bronchitis, it became pneumonia, that became like this snowball effect of health related stuff I'm feeling for some of you. This is just telling you that maybe there's some elements in your body, heavy metals, maybe stuff from vaccines or medications you've been on that is just kind of built up in your system. And that could even be like unhealthy foods that have just kind of clogged up your system in some way. And this is just calling for you to kind of detoxify, clean house where your body's concerned. And then I think for some of you, this could be detoxification of relationships, cutting out people who just aren't serving you in any positive way. And for other people, this could be clearing out your house and just detoxifying your life of all the things that just aren't serving your highest good. And for some of you, that also could be social media, where you just need to delete a few friends off the friends list that are really bringing you a lot of negative stuff into your life. You just don't need that. So whatever is coming up in your mind right now as we talk about this, just know those are the things that are probably, as per your intuition, need some detoxification and a little love. So then here we have romantic partner. I think for some of you, this could be toxic cycles within your relationship that, you love the person and things are great most of the time, but there's this toxic cycle for some of you that just needs to be changed. And that doesn't have to just be with a romantic partner. That can be with a parent, a friend, a loved one of any kind that just needs to be healed or forgiven in some way. And once we can accept things as they are, that's when we can move on and just surrender to what is. And I don't mean surrender in this sort of fatalistic kind of way. I mean it is, once you surrender to what is, that's like giving the universe the green light to move forward. But when we're just so stuck in the way things have been and these toxic cycles and loops and judging people from the way they were in the past, we can never move forward if we're gonna bring the past with us every day. Sometimes we need to release some of that stuff so we can move on. And then here we have the compassion card, and it says, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. And that just goes really hand in hand with this forgive yourself, forgive others, detoxify, break negative cycles. So if this is something that you're just all along been nodding your head, yes, 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 this is just saying that I feel like this is gonna be okay. Because a lot of times when we finally acknowledge the problem, that's when we can start healing it. Because if we don't even know what the problem is, or we know there's a problem, but we really don't know quite what it is, you can't really gain any traction with correcting something or making it better in your life if you don't really know what it is. So you may need to gather more information about something or someone in your life to make a fair assessment of the situation. But then here we have the all is well card. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So for a lot of you guys that have some heavy stuff going on, or some illness, or some injury, or I just saw like someone lost a job over the holiday season, whatever's going on, just know that these things have been happening to put you in alignment for your higher purpose with your higher self. I'm just picking up heavy dark night of the soul vibes with you guys. So if you don't know what that is, maybe Google that or do a YouTube search of dark night of the soul, because I think a lot of you guys have been going through this bout of dark night of the soul or depression where you just feel like life is so hard. And especially when we are in this kind of depressed mind state, we just feel like everything is so heavy, and it doesn't have to be. This is just letting you know things are falling apart so they can fall into place. So if you feel like things are falling apart, just hold on to the knowing that things are happening for your highest good. And then here we have the Athena card that says, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. And I think this is just really coming into your own, standing in your power and realizing once you've figured out what's not working, that's you taking your power back so you can make things work the way you want them to. So if you've been feeling really lost or dejected or just like things have just been horrible, this is just reminding you that you are more powerful. And it's like group number 3, I think it was, you are a very powerful creator being, and you can change anything in your life that is just not serving you or that you just feel like you're done with dealing with. You don't have to stay in that energy and suffer through it. You can make a step forward and change if you want to. And then here we have the Oceana card. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So I think that really goes beautifully with everything we've been talking about, and it's just a little bit more guidance into what to do. So once you've discovered what things are not serving you, take action to eliminate them in your life. And also, when you can discover the things that aren't working, it really does point out the things in your life that are working, the relationships that are good, that are beneficial, the situations that are working for you. And you can really start to appreciate and have gratitude for the things that are going well in your life. And then when you can have that sense of gratitude, it's like that builds on itself and brings you more things you can be grateful for in your life. It's just a really beautiful thing. So once you've identified the things in your life you don't want to deal with anymore, I'm not saying sweep them under the rug by any means, but just make sure you are putting some attention to those things so you can fix them and heal them. And then here we have the wake-up call. And I think this kind of as a general overview of what's been going on, this feeling of just lost or depression has just been a wake-up call in your life, that you don't have to live your life this way. But for others of you, I think this is like health related, or even where relationships are concerned. Maybe someone called you out for something you've been doing, or you called someone out for something they've been doing. And because energy and attention were put on that, now that can be healed and changed. But I think for someone, this was a health scare that really served as that wake-up call to get healthy, to detoxify your body, forgive yourself. Because a lot of times when we have resentments and unforgiveness in our heart, we hold that in our body, and it will manifest a lot of times as some sort of illness, even if it's something as simple as a cold or something as extreme as cancer or some sort of injury. But this is just letting you know that whatever it is you've been going through has just been a wake-up call for you to help point out what's not working, so you can either eliminate it from your life or reintegrate it in a way that it is healthy and working for you. And then here it says, use your natural healing abilities. So again, like I was saying, you guys are empaths, but did you know you are also healers? So that could be something as simple as rubbing your hands together and then separating your hands and just feeling that ball of energy that's going on between your hands. Now just picture, whatever's hurt on you, even if it's just your heart or a relationship, you can put your hands on your heart and just picture golden light or white light just filling, or even green light, like a green healing light, whatever color resonates, because different colors have different meanings. So whatever color you're called to pour into something. And I know this sounds, if you're not someone on a spiritual journey, this can sound totally woo-woo or just weird, but just try it and see what happens. But say you have a cold or a sore throat or something like that, rub your hands together, feel that energy, and then place your hands on the affected area and just picture that light, whatever color resonates for you, filling that area and making it complete or healed or healthy, whatever words resonate there for you. You can heal yourself, you can heal others. It may be something you want to look into more, because you guys are natural healers. So we all are healers. We all have the ability to heal. It's just a lot of times our belief systems around what we've been told, especially where like Western medicine is concerned, if you are in the US or in the more Western society, we've been told, if you're sick, you need to go here to this doctor and do all these things, but we don't always have to do that. We've forgotten our natural instincts and our natural abilities to heal ourselves. But that's not saying that if you have cancer or something, don't go to the doctor. Absolutely not. I'm saying do what you feel is right, but you can supplement anything by using your own natural healing abilities to heal yourself. So yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys, but this is just calling you guys forward to forgive yourselves, detoxify what all things are not working in your life. And then I just saw for some of you, this is for one person, that romantic partner that you've been having all these troubles with, they are worth the fight. They are worth what's going on. You guys are a mirror of each other, and this is going to work out. And for everyone, for everyone. Have compassion for yourself and others as you move through this darker energy. And then also remember, all is well. You are powerful. You can take action to make the changes in your life you need. You can heal your life because all is well. Things that are falling apart are just making way for new things to fall into place. So, yep, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And I really did get a lot of heavy energy from this pile, but if you guys don't feel like this resonated at all, please don't try to fit this message into your life. This, I think, was just for those of you who really are having a hard time right now or in this dark night of the soul energy. But thank you so much. You guys will have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.